In the bottom right, folks, in the red in this team kill. Pretty clean approach to get here. It is herO. In the upper left, in the teal, his opponent taking down time 2-1. It's Dark. So, as I was talking about, because hey, this will become more of a cleaner part of the production, but for right now, we're going to enjoy the shenanigans. You see, hey, herO wins this 3-1. Right? It's a best of 5, 55-45 on the win chance. What, you might ask? Okay, what if this was a best of 7? Well, I got that one for you too. It's like it's a little cheating, right? I just have 3 different buttons. Or if we want to say, okay, well, what if this was not the finals? Okay. The thing that I think is interesting, actually, is a Legalak, whether it's a best of 3, best of 5, or best of 7, gives slightly different win chances as well, not just mean scores. But we take what we can. Give nothing back. So again, it's a little bit of cheating, but I'm proud of it. And the TikTok I made about it is, by the way, you should follow my TikTok. Not that I really like TikTok, but if I get 1,000 followers, I can multi-stream there, and that's incredible for discovery. But anyways, the TikTok I got like, the TikTok I made got like 150 likes or something. Which is fun. And I know I've been saying this, but my God, these maps are so pretty. Who made... I forget who made them, but whoever did, let them know. And for those of you that are curious, of course, Legalak is the premier StarCraft stats service. Statistical modeling service, I guess. I don't actually know who made it, but it was introduced in like maybe 2014. I forget exactly when it was introduced, but it's this massive database of StarCraft information in a way that is different from the way Wikipedia stores it. So it's not for real-time tracking of tournaments and things like that. Instead, it is kind of a historical database that says, based on how these players have been playing, it assigns an ELO to them or a ranking to them, and then predicts how they're going to, gives you prediction abilities, global rankings, balance reports, things like that. So it's a more a statistic. It's a StarCraft like statistical analysis website that has an API that you can pull things from. So how does PvZ react to this? From what I've seen of PvZ on the new patch thus far, it's a lot of expand or going as quickly as possible into the late game. And that's kind of how this seems to go, because Broodlords are faster now. That actually makes it somewhat useful. But oh, Dark is flooding a lot of lings. And remember, folks, this is a team kill. These are players that play against each other a decent amount. DPG is actually, I believe, one of those teams that actually still kind of has that team kill mentality where, okay, well, actually these players, they do play against each other a lot, versus say Alpha X, where we know Australia doesn't really practice with the Koreans much at all. But anyway, Dark building a lot of lings, 30 on the map. He's going to try to cancel this third base while herO has his overlords or his oracles on the other side of the map to go and put pressure on, and then the lings flood in, and the third base goes down. So 2 oracles, now they're seen. Dark floods across from the left and right side, and immediately herO has to run home. Luckily, Babylon is actually a fairly short map, so the lings, they're going to show up here, but with 3 Adepts and 3 Stalkers and the Sim City, which is maybe not the best, but it's going to do enough, and the Oracle sitting on top. Dark just committed 15 drones, effectively. That's what 30 lings are, to nothing. He got Stalker weapons. He denied some pressure from here, I guess, but that's not... You want more than that. But anyways, I actually don't know if Legalak supports best of significance series, like a best of 69 or something. But if I wanted to do a best of 9, I would just be kind of lazy and build another set of the browser source and make it best of 9. Not the best way, but it's extensible. That's now the rocks will go down. So it seems like, okay, Bailey Nest is going to go down. That's a lot more. Okay, Dark's going for +1 Ling Bane Bust. Kind of cool. It's against a bunch of Blink Stalkers, though. Although Blink is not yet done. I don't know how well this is going to work, but it isn't. Oh, no, 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 no. herO, you got baited out. That was not on hold position. And when herO came back from the military, this was how he lost like every single game. Just didn't have something in the wall or was out of place. But we haven't seen him lose like this in a while. It's still not great. We will see 5-6 probes go down. It's still a big scout off, of course, and while a lot of Lings get out, most importantly, they knock down the shield battery at the third base. And Dark, actually, maybe he's not going to go for that. Some sort of timing. I'm sorry, I got baited out by Bailey Nest and +1 melee finishing right at the same time. Instead, well, Dark's got his fourth base on the way, adding the Roche Warren, +1 ranged on top of +1 melee, second Evo, so he can get +2 melee as well. And he's just trying to swarm across the map, really start to dominate it, keep herO back, and never allow herO to be as aggressive as he would like. But herO's kind of playing a middle ground build. We can almost think about it as how a lot of Protoss play Blink openers against Terran if they don't go for a Colossus, where you get single forge for +1, and then you add that second forge later on for 2-1 for chrono. And remember, upgrades for the Protoss are much faster than they used to be. They're about like 14 seconds faster per level. That's not quite right. 7.2. There we go. 7.1, something like that. Effectively, it used to be about, I think, 14 seconds between Protoss upgrades and the rest of the race's upgrades, and that was cut in half. So with Chronos, that means upgrades can actually happen very, very quickly, which means that +1's a little faster, which means 2-1's a little bit faster. But Dark is not really trying to go. He's established a lot of map control, sure, and he's doing a great job of sitting here and putting pressure on herO, not allowing him to get active on the map for the most part. To say Oracles get a little bit, but he's trying to go into late game not as quick as possible. This is an 8-minute infestation pit completion, 8:15, instead of starting the hive at 6:30 that we saw him do against Oliveira a couple times. But he's still, I think we're still going to try to see him go into the hive, into specifically the Greater Spire as quick as possible. The Farid Ace, actually, that is incorrect on all accounts. Estrella is not living in Korea right now. He did play in EPT Korea, and so I asked him, but no, he's living in California, which makes sense. He's got to fly out to Katowice in about a month. And to the best of my knowledge, he does not practice with Zhao. He does not He does not practice with Ragnarok, because I've asked him. At least that was the story in the past. But living in the team house and playing on the Korean ladder, the foreign team house and playing on the ladder definitely appeared to help him out quite a bit. Anyways, though, herO, he has a +2 attack, getting +2 armor and shields as well, making the Stalkers a little bit beefier on top of the Zealots. Interesting to not see him go for +3 attack. But really, getting the shield is so nice as you start to add on Archons. And we may see... Interesting. Okay. So I was going to say, we may see herO try to hit a timing before the hive is done. But it seems like herO has the read. This is going to be Ultras. He's already adding in a couple of Immortals. And, I mean, Immortals are good. But I don't know that they're quite what you're looking for. And instead of getting +3 attack, he's getting +3 armor. This is... I find upgrade prioritization really interesting. And this is a kind of a different way than I'm used to seeing it happen. And normally... Yes, +3 attack is the most expensive upgrade a Protoss can get, at least on the ground, but at least I think that's the case. But normally we see it prioritized anyways, because your units are, for the most part, kind of glass cannons. You want them to do maximum damage unless you're going for a charge lot build, and then you get armor so they just live for forever in a day. Okay, now herO finally feels confident moving forward. The Oracles have a lot of energy, so they're going to... Oh, that's a bit of a mismicro there. herO move commanding into a bunch of Lings, but here's a big run by Bailey's now find their way into the third base. 14. The entire mineral line is dead. Dark not quite paying attention to that one. And now life is getting complicated coming in from here. Yeah, he's got this pressure at the front, but he's got, well, his entire base, or his third base is getting eviscerated. So he warps stuff in. He's got stalkers on the left side, brings at least some of his army home. And this base should fall, but the transfuse are keeping it alive a lot longer. That's going to mean stalkers are going to go down a lot longer as well. Meanwhile, well, herO does find his way back home, so he does knock some of this down, but... Oh, wait a minute. We just saw High Templar kill a Roach. We saw High Templar kill a Roach, folks. I don't care if that's not what happened. It looked like what's happened. And that's all that really matters. Oh, wait. Sorry, folks. I forgot that I had PC sound set up. Oh, herO's maybe not in the best possible spot. He is, well, actually, that's a lot. That's a big surround of those Archons. You gotta keep them alive. They need a tank for the Banelings instead. Most of them will go down, but even still, Archon counts are nice. Okay, but here we go. herO now moves forward, and the Archons are starting to pop, but they get a lot of these Lings, and herO, great concave moving forward. The army of herO is lasting a little longer, I think, than Dark expects. +3 armor, +1 shields. Who goes that way? But they're also maybe not doing quite as much damage as you would otherwise expect. But now another base from Dark is going to start to fall. And this, well, this is not time versus Dark from game 1 where he just runs out of larva. This is herO finding an opportunity where his army is pretty damn strong, but that's a big surround coming in. Are we going to see another recall? Does he have it? He may not. Yes, there is. Okay, the base goes to go down. Where's my mouse? Thank you. Base goes down on the other side, but Dark's going to lose. herO's going to lose a lot of. Oh, that's not even the right click. Anyway, herO's going to lose a lot of this army at the front as well. But look, if he kills the natural as well, that is, yeah, he's going to get the natural. So this is now a Dark that is on 3 bases, trying to find some way back. I mean, it's funny. I'm saying trying to find some way back into this game. Dark has a significant army. herO has a much better economy. So between the two of them, does that mean it's kind of equal? Really what it is this game where herO, he needs to hold on. He needs to find a way to survive the coming wave of the Zerg. Is Dark needs to get more bases. He just lost 3 hatches in the span of about 15 seconds. And that means now he truly is going to be lacking on larva soon enough. He's got 15. That's enough as injects pop, but it's 4 hatch. Okay, Oracles, they don't have enough HP. They don't have enough energy to snipe that base, but they're going to see, okay, well, Dark is just trying to rebuild, which is good news for herO. He doesn't really have to worry about sitting and defending quite as much. But the interesting thing for me, for herO, I mean, he's on 5 base. Well, he's adding his 5th now, just about done. He's staying on ground tech. +2 armor, +3 attack, adding in more High Templar, more Immortals. I would have expected to see him transition to air right now. But I guess that's where we're really seeing the effect of... Oh, Oracles could kill some workers, but I guess at this point it doesn't really matter. We're seeing really the effect of the carrier change, because carriers were pretty heavily nerfed. Interceptors are now less HP, and carriers have a greater target priority than interceptors, which is a massive buff at the lower levels, but even still at higher levels, you don't have to worry about microing your corruptors that much. You can do other things. Fungos land on the Archons, but for all that is, I mean, this pressure coming in, that's a lot of Archons, but if the Zealots can get on top of it, that's going to be fantastic. Again, Fungos now, Archons starting to fall. Banelings have to find their way forward, but it's a decent concave from herO even still. Banelings run forward, Stalkers blink back, Archons get a lot of damage done, and now it's just a bunch of Roaches against a bunch of heavily upgraded Stalkers, Immortals as well. This does not really feel like an army that Dark can fight. The Infestors, they're out of energy, and the Stalkers, they can still blink, although that's a fantastic Biles, a fantastic set of Biles even still. 3 Immortals here, Stalkers, they blink forward. That's going to be the last Fungos, I think. Biles are very nice. The Lings here come right now, and it's only 1 Archon. The reinforcements coming in from Dark. Seems like this will be enough to break the army of herO. And the question now we ask ourselves, is, was it enough? Because there's another zealot run by on the other side. Again, Dark loses base. Again, Dark loses workers. And, well, we're going to see a recall. The biles are not going to land. Although, luckily, a lot of the drones stayed alive. Dark again on 4 bases. He's kind of got this 5th, but he's not mining out of it just yet. His economy's in shambles. But he keeps taking these positive trades just by a little bit. herO's not lagging by a ton. But it takes herO just a little bit longer to remax out of these than it does Dark. He's got to build more Immortals. Archons you build fairly quickly, but he's got to build more Robo units. In fact, it's single Robo. You install that. That's how many infestors do we have? We have 1 infestor, and Dark does not really have the gas to make more. So now, time for counterattack play. Dark attacking the upper right or the bottom left as his opponent finds his way onto the upper right. But hey, drones are going to burrow. It's not going to help them all that much. They will go down anyways. There's an observer here. And now, I mean, we're solidly into base trade territory, which is a weird way for this composition to go for it. Now, if this was Mutiling or something, yeah, it kind of almost always goes base trade. But that's not this game. And, well, it... Dark dropped a microbial shroud on the on stuff, which is not really what you want. Seems like herO, though, is going to content himself with what is happening with the damage he's found. Instead, he's going to bring the majority of his army back home, trying to catch this army right here, right now. Infestor's running away, and this is going to be a dead base on the left side, but I think the base from herO, this, 4th base, 5th base from herO is going to stay alive. The biles are not really going to land, and herO, he's going to kill every single Ravager the Dark has, and that is it. What a game 1. herO takes the victory. Dark goes down, and hey, that's a 1-0 lead in what is already proving to be a fantastic Grand Finals. In the upper right, folks, in the teal now. Took game number 2 on a Queenling Nidus. It is Dark. His opponent on the bottom left, not quite scouting it fast enough and maybe playing a little bit too greedy. He is for DPG as well. It's herO. Brings it back to even. Give or take. I don't know. I just enjoy getting the update. As the series goes on. It might be useful to go and and track that, and instead of doing something like that where it's like, okay, well, you know, we're gonna go and we're gonna show this every time. Maybe we show it once and then show like win rate change percentages in the out of game screen, something like that. So where did we go in this 3rd game? You know, we should probably turn that off. Oops. We've had a pretty cool late game, actually, in the 1st game. We've had a Queenling Nidus. I mean, that game was over really quickly. But it seems like this one's going to go a little bit more standard. I need to be right back. We're going to keep you on. We're going to put you on Steadfast POV, and I'll be back in like 15 seconds. All right, I have returned. Did I miss anything? No, we're fine. I just realized that I have my sheets are in the dryer, and it takes multiple cycles, 2 or 3 cycles of the dryer to actually dry things out properly. And I would like to be able to go to sleep tonight. So I realized I need to go and, you know, dry my sheets out. But yes, for those asking about Stormgate and beta and release date and things like that, the Stormgate beta is, from what everyone is saying, or what the devs are saying consistently, the goal is middle of 2023. I've seen one announcement that said it was going to be Q3 2023. No, I just had to go away for a second. No one heard me say I had to go away though, apparently. Is gonna maybe, so the thought is like August for the closed beta, but that first round of beta is going to be very small. It's going to be pro players, it's going to be content creators, it's going to be maybe some other people, but it's going to be pretty small at start, and it's going to start to expand over the rest of the year. But okay, I said I didn't think this was going to be all that crazy, but now we got a Soul Stroll. We got a Queen Walk, and I'm curious to see how this one works out, because again, this is shield batteries are about 25% less powerful than they otherwise were. They're still, or shield battery overcharge is 25% less powerful. So Ravagers are going to move forward, Roaches as well. Bile is not going to really, it lands at the backside. But look at how herO is getting himself set up for this. He's dropping a significant amount of stasis traps behind his wall, because he knows that, I mean, the queens are just here to kill oracles, and that's what they exist. They cannot transfuse. There is no lair for Dark. It is just about denying the oracles, because oracles can shut this down pretty damn hard. But now the wall is open. Lings run forward, but both stasis traps get triggered immediately, so that's not really working out all that well. Bile's gonna knock down the cannon, and now there's no stack defense in the natural. It's all dead immediately in the Stalkers. They have to kite their way around, but Blink is not done. +1 is not done. And the Roaches, the Ravagers, the Lings, they find their way into the natural. Seems like this is just a very good build against what herO has been trying to do. I don't know that there's a world where herO really makes this hold happen. I mean, maybe he gets Blink done and maybe he gets +1, but he's going to lose his natural. He's going to probably lose this third base. And I mean, a 1-base Protoss is not really a victory make. But Blink is now done, and well, herO has blinked for his life before, and he's made miracles happen. I'm just not quite a believer in the miracle of this game. The Queens and Lings are actually, well, Queens are now all going to go down, but I think the Oracles, yeah, the Oracles are dead. So the whole point of the Queens to be here is now mostly done away with, and there we go, knock the pylon down. So Stargate is not going to be as powerful as it once was. Roaches, Ravagers, Lings join the fray. Biles are going to knock down the force fields, and that means that not much is going to happen there. More and more Lings on the backside. Stalkers surrounded from both sides, and well, Army Supply is for Stalkers. That'll do it, folks. Dark now is up 2-1. In the upper left, folks, in the teal, he's up 2-1 in the series, off 2 rather disgusting all-ins. It's Dark. And the bottom right, in the teal. Down a map, but still technically favored, I think. It is herO. I'm actually curious now. Is this? Oh, dang. That's the best of 3 button. Yes, Dark is up 2-1. He's got a 100% win chance. No, but this is the button I meant to press. And it does okay, yeah, it does swap around pretty hard. Not too surprising. And I guess talking about the last game, because I'm seeing some questions about do people still do the off-creep Queen Walk thing? We've seen a couple of them. Ever since the nerf that means that Queens cannot transfuse off a creep. And the answer is kind of. We see it occasionally. I've actually seen it a decent amount in this patch, which is surprising. But so in the last patch, shield batteries were still good. So Queen's added a little bit of extra damage, and that was kind of about it. But now that we're seeing, ooh, Adept's gonna find a worker or two. That's very nice. But now that we're seeing shield batteries become less powerful, the Queen damage becomes a little more significant. Hey, so there we go. 1 Adept for 2 drones, and actually the Adept is going to be able to find its way out. So very well done here for herO to start. Oh, please, if he gets a third, if he gets a third, Dark should just leave this game. But it seems like that'll be fine for now, and we're seeing the same build over and over and over. Well, not quite true. The same opener, the same idea coming out from herO over and over again. It's, you get oracles, you get active on the map, whether it's single forge, whether it's double forge. That's very much a function of the map, how big it is, how wide open your third base is, whether you think Dark is gonna Queen Ling walk you or something. But yeah, it was most likely to punish what Dark is doing. Or, excuse me, what herO was doing, I guess. So, okay, so we're going to see something that looks like a little bit more standard going on as Oracle gets a little bit more damage, where we got the Evo Chamber on the way. This will be done around 4:30, but this is going to be for +1 melee. And Dark is going to be playing some variant of Scarlet's 50-50 type of build, where it's very Ling focused. You get Banelings eventually. You get your fourth base and your macro hatch at the same time, and just play really hard on this melee idea. At least that's my read on it, and that can be a very strong way to play against this heavy Blink Stalker style that we've seen herO and herO developing and herO playing in this series. So there we go. +1 melee is on the way, and herO, hey, I would love to see the charge-led version of the build, as we will see some creep removed. Oh no, it's the rocks are revelated, but the creep tumor isn't. Unfortunate. Ooh, okay, so Oracle will stay alive as a couple more workers do go down. herO's Oracle macro is just so nice. Makes me very, very happy. But anyways, at this point, herO is getting his third base up. Seems like this is, I'm somewhat surprised to see this as the third base. Let me think about this. So I'm looking at this third base. I'm like, man, how in the world do you hold this? It is so wide open. It is just so freaking wide open that it makes it very hard. It makes it very hard to hold. But maybe you can wall off this position, maybe, but it's a double ramp. You gotta. I don't know that there's a really good wall for this, and that is kind of what has validated a lot of these Protoss builds, these blink time, or these kind of macro blink builds that herO's been playing. Is okay, then get a good surround there on one stalker. You just have, it's hard to attack, and you build these incredible walls, and the Zerg can't do all that much. But if you're just going all in, it's a 3-base blink stalker all in, it kind of works out. So we're going to see a bunch of overlords go down right now. Blink is done immediately. So Stasis Trap's actually fantastic. It's going to serve as a force field here that cannot get knocked down. Drones are starting to fall. And with the Adept at the front line, the Lings don't fight quite as well as they otherwise would like. And herO's got to be so careful, though, with these Oracles. The Queens move forward, and the Oracles, 2 of the 3 of them, are stupid low. More Stalkers are starting to warp in. herO blinking black really as slowly as possible here, but now he moves forward, sensing opportunity. Maybe more and more Lings are joining the fray, but there's just not enough of them. Drones are now starting to go down as they're pulled way off creep. And here's the thing, Overlords have been pulled too damn far forward as well. It's going to be actually a pretty good Stasis Trap. There we go. It's going to be a pretty decent supply block here as we're going to see that last Overlord going down. There are spines here, but those are drones that will never be able to mine again. So the spine will fall, Lings continue to fall. No Queens on the map, no more injects, and well, there's a Queen out on the map right now, but it only just spawned. If you're playing this style as the Stalkers blink forward, this pure Ling style, you need all of your larvae as possible. You need all your production. It's not going to happen. Folks, we're going to game 5. in the upper right here in the teal. Pool first in our 5th and final game on Ancient Cistern. It is dark. And the bottom left in the pink. Tied up at 2 apiece. herO. Now, game 5. It's gonna be about 50-50, right? Yep, just about 50-50, but says hero's gonna win. I don't know. I'm enjoying playing with my toys, as this is going to be a great scout coming in from herO right now. He's aware of the fact that drones are on the map, but this is a proxy hatch. I'm sorry, I was paying attention to other things. Dark has sent a drone out fairly early, and he's going to try to deny the wall. That's the point here. You get the hatch out, and this is a build Dark throws out somewhat pretty occasionally, actually. It denies the rewall, so the Lings can start to really do a lot of damage here. If they knock the wall down, the creep is generally out by that point, and then you can't re-wall. It's very hard to get shield batteries up. It's a much more complicated way to do it. Oh, Lings are going to get us good around here. Zealot, though, with the drone, with the probes, excuse me, Zealot will fall, and that actually, that may just do it. No, but another, okay, the Zealot does pop out, but oh, second surround. Are there enough Lings here, though? I'm not totally sure. Zealot now has to run away. Probe's doing so much damage. With that change, they just attack faster. So the probes will, well, one will stay alive. A couple more Lings show up, but at this point, well, now the shield, okay, there we go. Shield battery goes down. A couple more Lings come in, well, like 2 at a time, but Adepts are starting to pop out in earnest, and I think this is going to do it. herO should have this hold now. It doesn't mean the game is over, but it seems like herO should have the hold for the most part. Now, of course, if any of these structures go down, they're not going to be replaced. The Ling's now looking for a bit of a surround, but it's shield batteries. These Adepts will not fall. It doesn't matter how many, well, I guess you can add infinite amount of Lings, but it really does not matter for the most part. Big deal, though, of course, is the fact that Queens are here, and that is something. It's a little more damage on the top. Adepts don't kill Queens nearly as quickly, but it's only one of them. And with the probes, probes are just getting pulled to finish this game. herO is very, this is not desperation probe pull. This is herO ending the game probe pull. We will not see the gateways go down. herO's supply blocked, and he should fix that. But there we go. Actually, it did complete. I am actually so surprised to see Dark continue into this game. Like, single Lings pop out, but a good probe pull deals with that one for the most part. Notice herO's positioning, by the way. He's got one unit in the wall, but for the most part, he's just sitting here keeping the Adepts behind where the units will pop out, where the Lings will pop out, where the Queen's gonna pop out. So just make sure you can fight it as well as you can. 2 Adepts on the high ground. Lings start to show across, and Dark is just trying to find this one opportunity where he will be able to just end the game, but Queens are going to fall. It's actually not able to use any of its energy, so no more larva. More and more Lings will fall. And now Dark is just trying to wait until the broodlings are out, until the hatch is down. But yeah, it's not going to matter. herO does a great job of buying time, killing it slowly. It will eventually go down, but not before everything else falls. And herO now is your victor. PBT Korea 157.